Mahila, I wanted to go over Ecclesiastes 5 through 8 one more time. It's really a story that is about the village, okay? Where you're having these big meals, you're in the pub, and you're working, at the factory or at the farm. It's a village, okay? So in Ecclesiastes 8, Solomon explains what happened in Ecclesiastes 5, 6, and 7. And he's like, look, when I killed Joab and his guys, he's like, they didn't handle things speedily. He says, they were buried in the city that they shouldn't have been in. And he's like, this was all against what I thought it should be. And like, there were people that they were talking under their breath, like they're going to kill Solomon. And see, the preacher is not Solomon. Like the preacher was living during Solomon's time, and he was his that they were brothers in the force, okay? Because Psalm 72 is also it's force of Solomon is Psalm 72. So it talks about the brothers, and some think there's three of them, like David's three trusted most valiant men, and some think it was just Solomon and the preacher. So some think that the Psalm 72 is the third one, and there were three of them. But then some think it's just Solomon, and kind of like Anakin and Obi-Wan when they were brothers, and like they didn't turn evil or anything. And Obi-Wan respected Anakin, even from the first. So the preacher is saying, like, look, like, this was some BS when with how they handled Joab, and like, because David said, make sure you kill that Joab. He's like, the blood is required of him. So Solomon did everything that he was supposed to do. So the preacher's saying, like, look, when that happened, he's like, we went over everything in the blueprints, and he's talking like, we went over all the blueprints, and then we decided we're just going to go to the village. So, like in Ecclesiastes 5, 6, and 7, it lays out all these laws and guidelines for the village. It's like, if you're going to live like this in the village with the village people, like, you're going to handle things like this. And they kind of go over like every daily life thing that was going on. So Solomon and so Solomon, like, he loved all that because he got to have good food, and he really says like it's wisdom that is coming from the situation. So the preacher says, like, look, basically, when all that happened, when Solomon was first becoming king, he's like, we spent a lot of time at the village. He's like, we were there all the time. So he's kind of talking to like so okay, before Solomon had all those wives, he was in the village. And like Ecclesiastes 5 through 8 is all about their time in the village. So that, I mean, I've talked about it before, but then I read it again, and I'm like, man, I think there's something here that I'm missing. And then I looked at the whole thing. I'm like, yep, that's what it is. So that,